In this video, I'll be sharing with you top 10 most enjoyed fragrances in summer 2020. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're first time here, my name is Mehdi. I'm talking about fragrances. Please don't forget to subscribe the channel to get notifications by my new uploads. Let's see the fragrances. Let's start the list by House of Dolce Gabbana at number 10 spot, Dolce Gabbana K. I enjoy the scent of this fragrance. To be honest, for me it is more than enough, but as a person that I own a lot and I have smelled a lot of fragrances, this one has not that wow factor, but in the same time it is more than enough for me. It doesn't surprisingly good, but it is good. Fashion designer houses are not making fragrances for people like me, for collectors, reviewers. They are making fragrances for selling and average people out there. For an average person, I believe this fragrance is more than enough and has that wow factor and easily gets the job done. Scent of the fragrance is clean, shower jelly, in the same time dense and dirty at the base, I can say, or woody at the base. It has enough freshness and enough darkness. I like both sides of this fragrance, opening and the dry down, but I'm a bit into dry down of this fragrance, better compared to opening. Performance is good, lasts on me very good, like 8 hours plus, and projects very well. I really enjoy the scent of this fragrance. Some says 20 minutes in terms of longevity. I respect, I have no idea, but for me it is above average in terms of performance. Dolce Gabbana K. Let's continue by House of Mancera at number 9 spot, Cedrat Boise. Was a big disappointment for me at the first 2-3 weeks. I blind bought this fragrance because of articles, reviews that this fragrance is Wow Aventus, Beast Mode Aventus, very close to that fragrance. I was expecting something like Aventus, very close, similar by a Beast Mode performance. Performance is great, nothing about that, but it is not enough close for me to Aventus. It is creamy, sweet, leathery, which is, we have not these nuances notes in the Aventus. Aventus is not sweet, not creamy, not leathery, and lots of sandalwood here, which is not in the Aventus. That's why it was a big disappointment for me. Right now we are good together. After 2-3 weeks it connected by my body chemistry, performs on me well. I enjoy the scent profile of the fragrance, but if you are going to have something close to Aventus, this fragrance is not that. I don't want to compare this one by Aventus, but on its own this fragrance is very great, citrusy, creamy, sweet and leathery type of fragrance. It has that freshness, sweetness, and has that darkness and dirtiness in the same time. Next fragrance is Acqua Viva. Very simple fragrance. It is not that complex. You can catch all of the notes, but in the same time very unique. I'm sure you have smelled lemon, you have smelled cedarwood and green notes. You can catch those notes separately here, but in the same time very unique for whatever reason. And this fragrance is not that much well balanced or well mixed, I can say, because in the other fragrances it is very difficult to catch all of the notes separately, but in this fragrance you can catch easily cedarwood, easily lemon, you can catch separating notes, but in the same time it is very unique. The thing that I really like in this fragrance is bitterness and fizziness. Fragrance is very fizzy, zesty, woody and bitter. Mostly this type of fragrances are a bit aquatic or sweet. This fragrance is not like that. Everything is naturally here, not added aquaticness or sweetness. Very bitter zest, lemon zest, cedar, and some a little bit like cypressy green notes at the background. Very great combination. Acqua Viva classified as an unisex fragrance, but for me, no, it is way masculine or way too much woody for ladies. I don't enjoy that much bitter woody notes on ladies. So I believe this fragrance leans masculine, like 90%. Performance is out of this world. Acqua Viva by Profumum Roma. Next fragrance is from House of Giorgio Armani code Colonia. If you are into aquatic, sweet, signature scent worthy, memorable type of fragrances, this one is absolutely for you. It smells aquatic, sweet, slightly citrusy by a bit dirtiness, thickness of tonka, but it is at the border. It is not overly dirty type of fragrance, which is not great for summer and spring. This is really well balanced type of dirtiness, and character of the fragrances pleases me. It is enough powerful and memorable. If you have smelled regular Armani code, which all of these fragrances are flanker of that, you're gonna get similarities here immediately. It is closer to Armani Code compared to other flankers like Code Absolute or Code Profumum. You're gonna get summery version of Armani Code here without that tobacco and leather note. Plus we have here amber accent and a bit citruses and aquatic vibes. By this one I can get also great performance like Dolce Gabbana K. I can hear about bad performance of this fragrance, but I have no idea. I can get by this one also 6 to 8 hours easily by good projection and sillage, and it is one of my best and most complimented fragrances, especially from ladies for summer. Armani Code Colonia. Another joyful, one of my most enjoyed fragrances for summer is L'Homme Ultime by House of Yves Saint Laurent. This very unique fragrance by dominated rose and ginger notes. It is unique not because of rose note. When we put rose note in any fragrance, automatically we make it generic. It is unique because it is summer rose based fragrance. I can count for you 100, 200 rose based fragrances for fall, winter, but I cannot count more than 2-3 good rose based fragrances for summer. That's why this fragrance stands out compared to tons of aquatic, tons of citrusy and green fragrances for spring and summer. It is just perfect. Rose note is feminine, but here they worked a great job. They have also in this genre another rose fragrances like Tuxedo, which I believe it is perfectly unisex, but I can catch something like Tuxedo here, but this is more masculine to my nose compared to Tuxedo. It is like 70 to 80% modern and masculine type of fragrance by dominated rose, ginger, hints of citruses and amber accent and aquatic notes like at the between, somber a little bit. Let's continue again by House of Yves Saint Laurent at number 5 spot. Why Eau de Parfum? In the brief, I can say to this fragrance my perfect match, because it has what I want in the amount or volume that I like. It has freshness, darkness, clean notes, dirty notes in a very perfectly well balanced volume and amount. It is not overly dark, not overly sweet, not overly aquatic. Everything is well balanced, like they made it for me. It is one of those few rare 10 out of 10 designer fragrances for me. I have not more than 10, 15 in my collection, 10 out of 10 designer fragrances. This one is one of those, absolutely. YADP opens up fresh, slightly sweet, not overly sweet, fuzzy, and dries down. It's like 70% dark compared to opening, by 30% hints of that freshness of opening. So it has two characters like Dylan Blue, like Savage. Opens up fresh and dries down darker compared to the opening by good performance, like 7 hours. Can last longer, but good 7 hours by good 2 hours projection and sillage. Complimenting factor 20 out of 10. At number 4 spot, one of the most sold and successful cologne fragrances, Club de Nuit Intense, almost more famous than real stuff, Creed Aventus. I really enjoy scent of this fragrance right now, better for me or more joyful compared to newer batches of Creed Aventus, honestly. It seems that they don't clone only scent of Aventus, they are cloning batches of Aventus as well, because like newer batches of Creed Aventus, newer batches of Armaf Club de Nuit Intense are also not that great. It is way weaker compared to the before batches, but still gets the job done, and I believe by 20 bucks, maximum 25 bucks, you cannot expect more than this and you cannot go wrong. Sure, before batches was great, but current batches are not bad, I can say. One of my most enjoyed fragrances in summer 2020. I don't know what can I say about this fragrance. You know how much I like this one. At number 3 spot, Hawas by House of Rasasi, another inspired Middle Eastern fragrance, inspired by Paco Rabanne's Invictus. And after this, House of Paco Rabanne inspired than this one and made Invictus Acqua 2016. Very beautiful, aquatic, sweet and fruity type of fragrance by such a great musky dry down. Dry down of this fragrance is one of the best dry downs ever in the designer summer fragrances game. Scent profile of Hawas is aquatic, fruity and sweet type of fragrance by kick off some spices and oriental touch at the base. Oriental because of that ambergris and musk, spicy because of cardamom, cinnamon. Spices are not that much peppery and overwhelming coriander type of spices. It's very variable and plummy, appley at the opening by sweetness at the base. It is sweet, aquatic and spicy. At number 2 spot, Sir Versace Dylan Blue, for sure, forever in my collection. I really enjoy this fragrance, not because of scent profile, as I said in the before videos. Scent of this fragrance is average, okay and inspired, but I like it, I enjoy it because of those crazy amounts of compliments and reactions and great memories that this fragrance made for me. One of my most complimented, unsolicited type of complimented fragrances in my collection. For those that they don't know how is scent of Versace Dylan Blue, I can say for me it is an inspired fragrance by Bleu de Chanel in that genre, but scent profile is different. Atmosphere, address, direction is same, like that fragrance, grapefruity, a bit slightly incensey at the dry down, you know what I mean, fresh, woody, incensey. This is also like that by different scent profile. At the opening is a bit grapefruity, bitter. I can catch some notes, green notes at the back like Artemisia. I can catch little bit aquaticness and some salty vibe which comes from ambroxan and incense. So it is fresh and in the same time dark by great performance. At number 1 spot at the top of the list, my most enjoyed fragrance in summer 2020. This is not my most complimented fragrance. This is only the fragrance that I enjoyed it the most compared to other fragrances in my collection. Jean Paul Gaultier Popeye. So I love this DNA. This is a very great flanker of Lemol. You can catch that Lemol DNA here, very naked but in a very summery, springy way. You know, Lemol DNA is not that great for extremely hot summer days or summer at all. This fragrance is watered down kinda version of Lemol, or more minty. Watered down in terms of density of scent profile, not in terms of performance. You can catch that DNA here, very good. Main players for me in this fragrance is mint, herbs, vanilla and ambergris. As I said, like kinda a bit watered down version of Lemol. I don't dare that much to wear this fragrance because it is already discontinued and very hard to find backup bottles, but in terms of scent profile, top notch, hands down, one of the most enjoyed fragrances in summer 2020 for me. You know how much I love you. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. That was today's video. If you have any opinion, suggestion, question, let me know in the comments below. I will answer you. See you in another video.